you guys for tuning in to another episode of Off the Hook with AJ. I got a special guest with me today, Miguel Contreras. Man, how you doing?
What's up, man? Blessed, man. I can't complain.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on, and we got a lot to talk about, man. Let's dive into it. So you're coming off a draw, your last fight, March 4th in Fresno, California. Shouts out to Bakersfield, California, the 661. Big shouts out to Bakersfield. So you were in Fresno. How was that atmosphere, man? How was it, coming into the fight? What was going through your mind?
Bro, honestly, it was dope. Honestly, just the fact that I spent a lot of my amateur career in Fresno because we're Central Valley, right. So a lot of the amateur fights, there's like a lot of gyms out there. So a lot of my amateur career was spent for the little fights and stuff like that. But I was surprised when they announced my name, how much love, because you could tell it was way deeper than Bakersfield.
Yeah, really. I agree with you, man.
And that kind of took me by surprise. Like even the video, I look at it and my Stitch was smiling and I started smiling. I was like, oh, like that took me by surprise, But it shows that, that Central Valley shows out and that love.
No, that's true, man. That's 100% true. So the fight, I believe, was controversial, dude.
Oh, definitely.
It was controversial. They did it. They gave you a draw. I believe that fight was yours, man.
Yeah.
And I remember we talked on the phone. I want to say the day after the fight, or I think it was the day after that. It was that Saturday because you fought on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I told you, I was like, man, you got robbed, bro. You got robbed. And I still stand by that. I actually watched the fight again after, and I stand on that, bro. You got robbed.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know how boxing is, you know how it is, but not saying it's okay or anything like that. But even after rewatching it, because I rewatched it a few times, and I think I won even more convincingly, I
agree.
Now, obviously, the judges didn't get that luxury, but I mean, for the most part, everyone in the back, everybody whose opinion I respected, and even my referee came up to me. Hey, I mean, you got that fight, bro. Let's be honest, So, but I'm just happy it wasn't a loss, so it doesn't go as a loss on the record.
Very true, very true. Because you're 11-1-1, right?
Yeah, and at the same
1-1.
Also, too, it wasn't like no scrub. Tanahara is one of the best lightweights out there.
Hector, yeah, he's a brawler, bro. He's a brawler.
Yeah, so we didn't take on no scrub.
And no disrespect to Hector as far as, saying that you got robbed. You know what I mean? He's a hell of a fighter. But, I mean, I'm just being 100% honest. I would actually love to see that rematch, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Is that something in the works? Is that something that an option on the table for you?
I mean, it's whatever my manager wants to do. It's kind of difficult because my manager, co-manager, because I'm co-managed.
You guys are managed by the same person, right?
Yeah. So that's what kind of like different than other fights, But I'm co-managed by Rick Meridian and Gabriel Flores Sr. So, but we're just healing up right now and hopefully get back in there about June, July, around that time frame. But as of right now, just staying in that gym, staying active, making sure we don't fall off or anything like that. So
exactly, man. As a fighter, though, what goes through your mind when they do announce that draw? Like you said, as long as it wasn't an L, you're fine. But what goes through your mind? Like, do you feel do you feel a bit of relief? Like, all right, I didn't get the L, but damn,
Well,
honestly, or there's a lot of questions in your head.
I mean, not like you could even tell in our demeanors after the fight, like, because after watching it, you could tell I'm like flexing at the camera, and pointing at the camera and like smiling. And then even the commentators were like, the look in his Tanahara's face kind of says, what else could I have done? So you kind of see that in his head, he was like, dang it, but in my head, I was like pretty confident, and once like the first scorecard was read, like, okay, honestly, like, okay, I can see it if you want to call it a draw, but to say that you had him up, I was like, you feel like, but like hearing the scorecards, you never know because it is boxing. There is a lot of politics that come with it. There is an A side, B side, and I knew where I was at, and they gave it to him and eventually called it a draw. But I mean, I felt I won, obviously, but at the same time, thank God that loss would have just it would have killed me.
It would have devastated you. I know, man. And what did Robert Garcia tell you after?
Robert, we've known each other through previous fights, but he just said, good
I know you
fight.
guys. I saw that you guys had a little moment right there at the end where, if you want to elaborate on what he told you, if not, that's fine. But
Yeah,
I'm curious to know.
saying tough fight, mijo, and what the judges say, and honestly, I'm talking about the air out everything, but what's understood don't need to be explained.
That's true. That is 100% true, man. And so, okay, so you're saying that in June, right? You said in June, you're looking to get back in the ring.
Late June, early July, yeah, because I have a 45-day little break because of the cut I had.
Oh yeah. So the commission had to put you
Yeah,
on a little pause real quick.
that's clear me because it's sensitive and can't get cut and stuff like that again. So taking care of it.
Okay. And is there any names on the table?
Not as of now, nah. Probably as it draws near, they'll throw me something. But
Start heating up.
yeah. Me and my coach though, bro. Like my coach Daniel, we never really duck smoke. Like it's just like if even when it comes to Tanahara, like a lot of people would have turned that fight down. But it's like. Yeah. We wanted to fight, especially it being in Central Valley. It was like, nah, we want to fight, like if it's Tanahara, let it be Tanahara, whoever,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and shouts out to your coach, man. Shouts out to Daniel, man, for real.
Yeah, bro. Our chemistry is unmatched, bro. So
yeah, I seen it firsthand at the gym over there with Sam in Palmdale. I saw it, man, and I had the pleasure of seeing you spar too, man. So I take all those. Every time I see somebody spar, man, I always take that moment, put it over here. You know what I mean? And in here, and those moments are special, man. You know what I mean? Like not a lot of people can witness stuff like that. It's just sparring.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And it's funny you mentioned that because one of my closest friends, probably my best friend here in Bakersfield, he's actually been with me to a few sparring sessions. But even him, like, man, like these are guys that I've seen on, like we've been sparring and seen some of the biggest names in boxing. He's like, dang, like it's just being there to witness that sparring,
Exactly. I mean, I've seen Terrence Crawford. I've seen, oh man, I you name them, I've seen them spar. Yeah, and it's pretty dope because it's like, you know what, even if I don't get to see them actually in person fight, you know what I mean? The fact that I get to see them sparring, it's like you can't get closer than that, man. You got the best seat in the house. You know what I mean?
Sparring is a little more personal, so
it is, yeah. Because you're trying to fine tune your technique, your skill and stuff like that. So there's a lot of fights coming up, man. A lot of fights. And I don't even know where to start, man. We got Ryan Garcia, April 9th. We got Triple G, April 9th as well. Yeah. We got Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. We got who else? Charlo versus Contreras. I'm sorry, Contreras. Castaño. And who else? Who else fights this month, man? There's somebody that I'm missing. Well, we got Canelo coming up. We got Canelo in May. Yeah. Man, that's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of fights coming up. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is fighting too. So what's the one fight that you're mostly interested in watching, bro?
Honestly, I want to see that. I'm interested in that Shakur and Valdez one. I've been in there sparring with Valdez, and I think he's smarter. He's a smarter fighter, and he showed that against Burchelt when most people expected him to go in there and do fight Burchelt's fight. He fought very different, and even a lot of people thought he was going to lose that fight. He came out on top, and don't get me wrong, Shakur's a different animal and a different beast. Especially when it comes to he's a beautiful boxer, but. Yeah. And I do feel like Shakur's the favorite to win, but at the same time, it's just one of the things where I'm kind of curious as to how Valdez takes this fight,
Yeah. Going back to that Valdez and Miguel fight, man, I gotta give a lot of credit to Miguel though. He has a chin. He didn't want to go down. He's fighting. He's fighting tomorrow. That's actually going to be a really good fight too. I'm excited to see that fight tomorrow. That's going to be live on ESPN. So that's going to be a good fight right there, man. But yeah, he didn't want to go down. If you have to pick either Valdez or Shakur to win, who's your pick?
Honestly, I gotta say Stevenson, Shakur.
Yeah.
Just that the way it's like as if he slows down time in there, bro. You know, like he's an
That's
amazing.
true.
And a lot of people criticize it for being boring and it's not, exciting to watch. But I mean, we're here to win, you know?
Hey, that's real, man. I think if it goes to the scorecards, Shakur got it.
Yeah.
Dez needs to win by knockout or at least knock down Shakur 1 or 2 times in order for it to swing his way. But I know they're going to brawl. And I feel like Shakur is going to probably control the fight a little bit more. You know, like you said, he's going to slow it down, and he's going to pick his shots. I can see that. But I wouldn't count out Valdez, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. And
Not by a long shot. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is going to be a easy fight for Shakur Stevenson." No, it's not. No, it's not. Valdez is a dog.
They said that same thing with Burchell, and look at that, So it's like I feel like Valdez is gonna do something that most people aren't expecting. But I mean, obviously the tide leans towards Shakur, but you never know, especially if like Valdez is smart, but at the same time making it ugly, but smart with his fight, And I definitely think Valdez could do something that most people aren't expecting.
Hell yeah, I agree, man. Canelo and Bebo, who you got?
I mean, bro, I don't see anybody beating Canelo right now. Honestly, he's in a different bag right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's fights that may be interesting, like him. And I wouldn't be mad at him and Benavidez or the Charlos, but I just don't see anybody getting him right now. Even them.
I'm gonna make a lot of people mad right now, man. And I like Canelo, man. I like Canelo. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Bebo stops Canelo.
Dang, that's a statement.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. He is a bigger fighter, a naturally bigger fighter, which Canelo's naturally big too, though, I think he's done with trying to cut that weight and stuff, like at his weight class. I think the light heavyweight division for Canelo is actually kind of perfect because he doesn't really have to cut a lot of weight. But which he's never had an issue doing it. But naturally, the bigger guy is Bivol, and I would not be surprised. I do want Canelo to take that victory, though. So let's not get nothing twisted over here. I do want Canelo to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol stops him. I don't know if it'll be a knockout or what, but Bivol is technical, man. And I think Canelo probably has met his match.
Yeah, and I think like also for that weight where Canelo's at, like his timing and his agility is just more than everybody else is at that weight, So right. I think that is a good weight for him.
I think so too. So that's going to be an exciting one, man. So, hey, we play this game here, okay? It's called Let's Get Personal. Miguel, you want to get personal, bro? Let's get personal. Come on. All right. Hey, so before we get into this, though, I do want to give a huge shout out to TK Boxing, our proud sponsor here on Off the Hook with AJ. Go ahead and follow them at TK Boxing Gear, at TK Boxing. And you can get your custom gear. As a matter of fact, they made me a custom glove right here in the back of me, man. So hit them up for your custom gear at TK Boxing. All right, so let's get personal, man. I'm gonna ask you some rapid questions. It's a little fun game that I always play with all my guests. So that way, the fans out there can actually see the fighter in a different light,
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Man, you talking about like genre?
No, favorite food, like anything.
I gotta say my mom's sopes, bro.
Okay. All right, hell yeah. I gotta try that.
Yeah.
All right, so favorite color?
Purple.
Favorite athlete? Any sport?
Mike Tyson.
First car?
G-Wag.
Your dream car?
G-Wag.
Okay. All right. So your favorite place to travel? Now, this is kind of a trick question. A lot of people, I got to kind of word it better. But for one, the favorite place that you've been to, that you've traveled to in your career, and what's your favorite place you want to go to after, when you're on vacation or anything like that?
Yeah.
There's kind of two questions in one.
Yeah, nah, I mean, this is probably gonna be a boring answer, but I remember in amateurs, they had the Junior Olympic Nationals over there in Charleston, West Virginia, and bro, bro, I'm just a kid from the hood, so anytime I love just getting on planes. But for being a kid that really don't get out of East Bakersfield much, like riding a plane all the way to West Virginia, paid for and all that off of the sport of boxing, like that whole experience was dope, you know. But just seeing a different side of the not the world, but just the country alone, you know, I was like, dang, I was kind of in awe, you know, like man, it's so much different from what I'm used to.
That.
Yeah, so I mean, that was a dope experience right there. Just Charleston, West Virginia, that was definitely dope. And but as far as dream place I want to go, I say it all the time with my boys right here in boxing and my closest homies that my dream is to hit Dubai. I want to go to Dubai one day.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'll be a badass trip right there. I want to go there too, bro. Dubai will be dope.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, you'll get there. You'll get there. I know for a fact you're going to get there, man. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to put those questions on pause. When I see you fight, bro, when I saw your last fight, man, it's I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm a fan, like straight up, like and I really see you doing big things, bro. It's just the beginning for you right now, bro.
Appreciate
it. And I know there's gonna be a lot of big things coming your way, and I'm gonna just sit there and enjoy the ride, man. It's gonna be a pleasure just watching you grow, bro, for real.
I appreciate it, bro. That means the world to me, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, okay, so all-time favorite movie?
I'm be honest, Friday.
Friday, hell yeah, hey, that's on my list.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite music? Type of music? Anything?
This is gonna throw a lot of people off. Country music.
Bro, I love country music.
Hey, bro, I promise you, I love country.
I love country music. You know I do music, right?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do music as well. Yeah, and I actually got a country record that's coming out on my album, April 29th.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Look, man, I do music, bro.
I'm gonna tap in with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. And what's your favorite thing to do on your day off? If you have any days off?
Honestly, bro, I'm a homebody. I just like to chill at the crib, man, or like go out. And if you don't find me here at the gym, bro, I'm always in church, you know. So other than that, ain't really much going on, you feel?
Okay.
I don't got a girl yet, but trust the process.
Hey, all the ladies out there, come on, hit up my boy Miguel, hit him up. You know, hey, he'll protect you. He's a fighter. You don't have to worry about nothing. No, man. Hey, honestly, bro, I appreciate you coming on. It's been a pleasure. Always good times, man, talking to you, bro. And, man, success in your future, bro. Success is going to be in your future. And you know, and I'm excited for you, bro.
No doubt,
where can they follow you at, man?
On Instagram, you can follow me at M Contreras 98. That's MCONTRERAS 98. Or Miguel Caveman Contreras. Just look me up and I'll be on there. And then on Facebook you can type in Miguel Contreras. I'll pop up. But yes, that's where you can follow me.
Were you telling the ladies right now where they can follow you? There you go. There you go. Simple as that. With social media nowadays, man, it's easy to get in contact with somebody. It's not like before. You have to go physically to that person or whatever. But
I don't rock like that online. You know, I'm a physical person. You feel?
All right, cool, man. Well, you guys stay tuned for Miguel for his future fights. Like he said, June, July. Stay tuned. Follow him so that way you guys can be updated like me, man. I always like to follow everybody so that way I'm in everybody's business. You know, that's what I do. All right, you guys can follow me at AJ_official page _. You guys can follow Off the Hook with AJ at Off the Hook with AJ, and follow our proud sponsors, TK Boxing at TK Boxing. All right, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate you, man. Shouts out to Bakersfield. Shouts out to your family. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to your team. And man, let's get it. 661 stand up.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.